All right, here we've got the Illumo Ambience Zone. It's a multi-zone RGB ambient lighting kit. Check out some of the things that were inside the box. Let's start off with the modules. There is a master module, and this kit by default comes with 4 other auxiliary modules. Essentially, it's for each door. You can buy further auxiliary modules and different parts here. You do have to run the master module, and then it connects to the auxiliary modules. Inside the doors, you do need power for each auxiliary module, but they will be automatically synced up. So that's pretty cool. You can see it comes with the power wires. Everything is nicely set up with this black sheath. We've got a sensor that you can quickly make changes without going into your app. Looks like an extension cord. First time setting this up, so still learning, but here we've got some, this is the footwell lighting options. And this is if you want to put it in like a cup holder or something that shines through. It gives further ambiance, let's say in a cup holder or a door handle or something like that. That's pretty nice. But these are essentially the, it just kind of unwinded on me. It comes with 4 really long strips that can be cut to size and then 1 shorter one. I guess if you want to do it in the center of dash. These are really cool. They're extremely thin. They're black on the sides. They should be sort of invisible once they're set up. Wiring looks very thin, so it'll be easy to pass through and set up. Just got to be careful, but so far so good. This product looks awesome. We're installing it in a Jeep Grand Cherokee, and we'll show you the process a little bit if we can throughout and just see how we get it set up. But regardless, definitely show you the final product of this Ambience kit and go over the installation a little bit, how long it took, and just a little bit more on that in a little bit. Here's one of the rear door panels. Been at it for a few hours now. Talk about some other things in a moment, but just to show you, these are the Ambience little auxiliary lights. There's 2 different styles. There's one that is a, let's see if you can see that. It's got essentially like a little diffuser, and that's for a cup holder. And the other one we're putting in on the illuminated for the door handles on the inside. I think that's makes sense. This is what that diffuser looks like. So it slides in, you put a piece of tape on it. You see this tape? And then you just literally slip on the base. So really cool. It snaps in place. This one's tied into here. We just drilled a 4mm hole. And then this is the back of the strip that was cut. Those strips can be cut, and I checked, and this is fully reusable for a different portion if needed. This is where things got a little tricky. This was sneaked in kind of right under here. It fit just fine. We took this thing off. We didn't know how to set it up properly. We took off the trim piece. Once we did that, we shaved off a few bits of plastic that you can't see obviously right now, but that allowed this to seat, and this isn't held on with tape or anything. It's literally just kind of pushed deep in there, and this cover goes back on, and it honestly looks invisible when it's off. So that's the beauty of this setup. Wiring was ran into this way, so you can see I stopped the strip so that way it wouldn't overhang here, and we can tuck in that little bit of wiring, clean this up, and the strip ends on this end and you wouldn't be able to tell. So that's the game plan. Make it very, very integrated, and that it can't fall out. Right now it's wedged in between, so we're definitely satisfied with that. All right, we're wrapping up here. We've got everything set up. This installation took a lot of time, probably because it was one of our first times working with a product like this. Overall, really great product. It all comes down to how picky you are, essentially, on how to set it up and which path you'll choose to set up those strips. The small little auxiliary pods that go in the cup holders or the door handle holders, you know, those are self-explanatory, and you can kind of put those anywhere. But when it comes to the LED strips themselves, that gets a little bit more challenging. You'll have to choose a path and, you know, just kind of run with it. I would say map it out first. We had trouble with the curves, so it kind of flows into the handle there. But overall, this worked out really cool. It's got a lot of different modes. Right now we've got it full red, but you do have zone separation available. You do have different modes. You have music modes. You have the option to sync it to your music, sync it to a microphone. We've actually set up the cup holders, but they were extremely bright because they're angled upwards. We put a piece of, a small piece of tape over the top, but it still diffuses really, really nicely. Right now we've got one shop light on, and we'll go through all the different options in a moment here. Rear footwell lights, those are the auxiliary lights. We use some Velcro and stuck it onto the bottom. I'm sorry, on the front we use the Velcro, and on the rear stuck it onto the frame. Really, again, really nice bright product. We'll show you some of the different options with the colors, because you can really fine tune it however you like. But overall, I mean, it's a whole day's worth of work. This is probably not a very DIY friendly job unless you're willing to take on a project. It really comes down to some work. Each door card has to come off the door panel, and then you may or may not need to feed in 12-volt constant through the door grommet and the seal, which is tedious and important because each auxiliary module that's in the door needs its own path, essentially, its own wiring. It'll automatically sync up as soon as the master module, we've got that mounted in the center console, gets power. And that master module has the ability to control all the modules. And when you set up the app, you'll be able to make use of it like that. But let me turn off all the lights for you, and we'll show you how this looks. Oh yeah, it's really cool. That you can change the brightness, of course. Right now I've got it cycling through different modes, sort of on a party mode. Probably wouldn't recommend driving like this, but if you want to show off to your friends or somebody at a car meet, it will do the trick. Probably best to set it up on one color. Stick with it. You can program your favorite colors. I love the rear because you can kind of sit in it. You can look at the front lights. It looks really cool. But we will be offering this for a variety of vehicles. You can contact us, get a price quote. We'll probably have a listing on the website where you can purchase the kit. And if you want us to set it up for you, we'd be happy to do that. So let us know what you think. I think this is a really cool offering, and this is a really quality kit. We're excited to get started with it. But leave a comment below. Let us know what you think of this. Is it a gimmick? Is it cool? Is it ricey? I'm not sure, but I think it has a place in the market, and it can look very classy if you do it right. I think we set it up really well. Took a lot of time to do that, but we try to integrate it as best as possible. So leave a comment, let us know what you think, subscribe to the channel, and contact us if you have any questions. Thanks again, guys.